You're looking at the little blue books. This was the internet of the Great Depression, in railway stations and newsstands all around the United States. These little books sold the equivalent of $15 billion worth in today's money. In the midst of abject poverty, these little books informed, educated and entertained people for an amount of money that most could afford. Does that sound familiar? And around the same time, magazines took off and made the 1930s equivalent of stupid money. A magazine could deliver all the news on a certain topic. The people who ran magazines became incredibly powerful and influential, and filthy rich. If the internet was a problem for the magazine industry, the iPhone and the App Store were an extinction level event. If people were bored or needed information, they whipped out their smartphone. This was a disaster for the magazine industry. But then something happened. Specifically, this happened. In 2011, Apple created a special section of the App Store called the Newsstand, a special place on the home screen of everyone's iOS device for magazines. For the first time, magazine publishers and no one else. You can't do any of this with a normal app on the App Store. You can subscribe with one button click and Apple takes care of all the billing. With email getting harder and harder to deliver, push notifications, think text messages for apps, are the future. And in a later video we're going to show you some jaw-dropping stats. Whoa, yes, you just saw it. Apple lets magazine publishers, and only magazine publishers, not any other app developer, get email addresses and location information with the reader's permission. People have been prepared to pay for information on the stuff they love for hundreds of years. And trust me, they're going to do it for hundreds more years in the future. It's just the venue has changed. Thanks to the power of Apple's newsstand and the extraordinarily massive market they have made, we're going to piggyback on top of all of those big massive publishers with their big massive ad dollars. We're going to get articles and amazing photography for free. And best of all, break pretty much every rule in publishing to make this the most easy way to publish information that people will pay you for, which is very important, let me tell you, that we've ever seen. Yep. See those awesome looking magazines next to those famous titles on the newsstand? Every one of them used the blueprint and some amazing software to get into markets they'd only dreamed of, piggybacking off and then dominating the biggest publishers in the world.